Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this Facebook Live. As you can see, our meteorologist Dillon Vogt is dancing like Frankenstein over here. Now, there is a little bit of a backstory to why we're dancing like Frankenstein. We used Frankenstein on our weather graphics this morning to talk about past Halloweens and kind of what the coldest and warmest ones have been. So give us a little lowdown on why you're dancing like Frankenstein.
Yeah, so dancing like Frankenstein, getting the style of Halloween, of course. We talked about the past 7 Halloweens. And the past 4 years have actually been pretty close to average. Our average Halloween temperature is in the low to mid 40s, and of course we're forecasting this Halloween to be up low 60s. So low to mid 60s to be much warmer than average. So that'll be a nice change of events, and nice day today too, right, Jared?
Yeah, Jared, you said not doing it on air. You're not dancing like this on air, but you mentioned yesterday, we're talking Halloween a lot. Is this fishing weather as well? You would actually go fishing during?
Yeah, late fall here is like great bass fishing weather, so it can be so good. They're like feeding a lot right now, and so they can kind of group up. And a lot of the smallmouth, I mentioned it yesterday, they can look like footballs because they're so fat, and they're hungry right now. It's a really fun time of year to fish. So it's good. I haven't been out in a while, but yeah, I love fall fishing. Also, it's beautiful out there. No one else is out there, so it's pretty fun.
There you go. Not a lot of people.
If you catch a few nice days like we've had recently, you could get out there on the water or on a dock and
sometimes the docks are out now, so you got to plan accordingly at the landings. But I may have to do a cut-in here.
Okay. Well,
all right, go for it.
Bye, Jared.
Okay.
Good luck.
This real job that he has is kind of cramping our Facebook lifestyle, but good stuff. We did say, you were outside today, so you had to warm up. And
I did. It wasn't
you
too
dance
cold
like that? Does that keep you warm?
I guess. Sure, kind of. It's all Scott's idea, so.
It sure wasn't that cold.
It's nice to be nice day today, too. A little breezy. The breeze will pick up later in the afternoon. You'll probably notice that breeze later on today. First, we have a few showers in the Southern Valley. They're not impressive. I just looked at Engen stations. There's been one station that's picked up 600ths of inches of rain, so don't expect much out of this rain event, I guess, but we will feel that breeze later on today down in the south, 10 to 20, maybe a gust up to 30. So, but that will warm temperatures up for a nice weekend. Temperatures in those 60s, so no complaints there.
Looking forward to that for sure. It'll be fun.
Sounds good.
Right. Thank you, Dillon. Should we keep the guy dancing behind us?
Does he fit the?
Okay, we'll just turn it like this. Dillon said he's going to turn off the dancing, but we'll talk about some of the morning headlines and something that we just heard about right before we came out here. I wanted to mention this. Former Governor Jesse Ventura has now endorsed Governor Tim Walz. The independent former governor of Minnesota has rarely endorsed people from either major political party for state office, but we're just getting word of this. And of course, you're going to be doing the 11 o'clock newscast this morning, so hopefully we'll have a few more details. Sure. Tune in for that and throughout the day on WDAY as well.
Yeah,
so
we'll have
kind of breaking news for you right there.
For sure. Of course, you can go over to our InForum.com and find all the day's latest headlines. Hopefully we'll get something up there eventually about what's going on with that story and all the other stories we covered this morning. So maybe let's dive into some of today's headlines. We'll start with this one. Today we're expecting to learn more about that attempted murder-suicide investigation in Grand Forks. WDAY talked to police who say a man shot his mom and then he shot himself. It happened at his home on Wren Drive just after 10:30 yesterday morning. Someone in that neighborhood did call the gunshots in to 911. When police got there, they found the man dead in his driveway. Officers then discovered his mother with multiple gunshot wounds inside a bedroom inside the home. She was alive, taken to a hospital. Her condition is still unknown this morning. We're working to learn more about how she's doing and if she's injured and that kind of thing. So we're waiting to find out on that. Police tell us they're investigating this case as a domestic violence incident.
We're also expecting an update today on a story. We actually got some information early from the Fargo police chief, so we talked about this yesterday. But today, we're going to get more of an in-depth look at that internal investigation in the Fargo Police Department that actually cleared 4 Fargo police officers of any wrongdoing in that deadly officer-involved shooting. We've been covering this story for you for a couple months. We're also going to find out what exactly was found during a review of the Fargo Police Department's use of force policies. Of course, this all stems from this incident back in August. Police say Andrew Martinez was having a mental health crisis. He came out of the home, had a gun, pointed it at officers, and that's when they shot Martinez. He died at the scene. Of course, that spurred a lot of talk and this internal investigation. The Fargo Police Advisory and Oversight Board meets today at 5. So we're expecting a lot of new details, and that does include some redacted body camera footage from the day of that incident as well. So be sure to tune in tonight to WDAY. We'll have a reporter following that story for you for sure.
Absolutely. Also, the driver from a car that took off from a traffic stop last week is waking up behind bars this morning, and he's facing a list of charges. Police arrested 32-year-old Scott Roberts. He is accused of possession of opiates with intent to deliver with a firearm, reckless endangerment, and fleeing. All of those charges are connected to an overnight chase that we told you about a week ago. Officers responded to a report of gunshots in a neighborhood northeast of the 32nd Avenue exit on I-29. They tried to pull Roberts over. He was driving a car, but he took off from that scene. The SUV was eventually stopped, and 2 guns were found inside the vehicle. 2 other people were arrested last week with this chase. That was 32-year-old Tanis Shaw and 21-year-old Rose Brown. Both of them are facing charges of possession of drug paraphernalia, and that's something we're going to continue to follow as they go through the court system.
Not crime related, but a big story. Today, people living in West Fargo will have a chance to voice their opinion on a proposed sales tax increase. Of course, that's going to be on the ballot here in just a couple of weeks. The measure is for a half-cent sales tax increase. It would support West Fargo's police and fire departments, but it would actually also make West Fargo the title holder of the highest sales tax rate in the metro area. However, if it does pass, it could raise nearly $2.5 million over the next year. That town hall meeting, if you'd like to hear more about it, tell us what you think, tell the city what they think. That town hall meeting, 6:30 tonight at Prairie Heights Church, and that's on 32nd Avenue East in West Fargo.
Some exciting news that we've known about for a while. A big country star coming to Grand
here
Forks.
now, yeah.
Carrie Underwood going to be playing in Grand Forks this evening. She's bringing her Denim and Diamonds tour to the Alerus Center. Carrie Underwood will be performing with Grammy-nominated artist Jimmy Allen as well. Both of them very talented, very good. We played a little video of some of their previous performances this morning on First News. Looked like a fun event, so if you're going to that, it's going to be a lot of fun. The doors open at 6 o'clock. Allen starts performing at 7:30, with obviously Underwood going on after him.
She has so many hits.
Yeah, she's great.
And tickets still available. What are
Yep.
the prices? I think you have
I think
that too.
it was like $36 to $150, somewhere in there. Like,
yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure those are not the best seats, but $36, that's not bad at all.
just to get into that concert will be a lot of fun.
Okay, a couple of national headlines for you. We're expecting to learn this morning, how the U.S. economy did in the third quarter of this year. The Bureau of Economic Analysis is releasing that information here today. What we're hearing right now is that economists believe that it's going to show growth. Quarterly updates on the gross domestic product are always behind the times, though. A lot of people reported this are probably going to say, what? Things aren't good. Gas prices are still high, and everything price-wise is really going up. Gas prices, insurance premiums. So stay with WDAY for an update, and we'll get you those numbers throughout the evening.
We'll actually have an update on that at 11. I did see the Associated Press had just put out an article about it, so we'll have all the latest information on that story at 11 o'clock, so tune in for that. Also, today we are learning some other things. Let's see, where am I at on here? All right. Oh yes, a recall alert for Pine Sol. You might want to check your cabinets and see, because Clorox is recalling 37 million bottles of Pine Sol that might have bacteria in them. They say this could be harmful to people with compromised immune systems or people with external medical devices. So far, there haven't been any reports of people getting sick, but Clorox says 8 different versions of Pine Sol have been recalled. They were sold on Amazon and throughout the nation at different various retailers like Walmart and such. So check your coverage for that.
Coming up on 9 o'clock, of course, here in about 40 minutes, Hot Mic with Dom Izzo, 9 to 11 every weekday morning on WDAY Extra and InForum.com. Big games, I keep saying this, he talks about so many different things, but of course UND hockey, getting ready for that big game in Vegas, the Bison back at the Fargo Dome, and so much more. So be sure you tune in and get in on all of the sports action with Dom Izzo this morning.
And you can get all that Bison content plus a lot more, daily headlines over at InForum.com. And for 99 cents a month for your first 3 months, you can actually get an all-access pass to InForum.com. Just go to InForum.com/subscribe to get that deal, a really good deal to take advantage of. You're going to want to do that.
And we often mention this right at the top, but you can join us live on Facebook. You can watch on your newsfeed later. You can also listen to this And well, you would have to listen. You couldn't see the dancing that Dillon did. But you can watch this on our InForum YouTube channel, listen to it on our podcast platform. You can just go to inforum.com/podcast and look for the InForum Minute to get even more of this if you would like. And of course, we already mentioned you're going to be anchoring the 11 o'clock newscast today. A lot of updates that we know already you're putting into the show. Dillon will be back with your Thursday forecast. And of course, then this evening, be sure to join us. We start again at 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10 here on WDAY.
Perfect. And then join us again tomorrow morning, 5 to 7 a.m. for First News.
Have a great day, everyone.